hello, everyone. Hello. How's everyone this evening? Yes, hello, and welcome. Welcome to Educational Moments with Dr. Naita. It is so good. It is so good to see you all. I'm so excited that you're here. Look, tonight I'm a little more mellow tonight because I'm going to do something I've never done before, and that is answer some difficult questions that people have been asking. They've been shooting me emails or quick texts, or I've seen some of these issues pop up on social media. So I decided, you know what, we'll address some of those issues tonight. So there's some of the difficult and more challenging and personal questions that impact people's success in education. So, look, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be informative. So, share the link, tell somebody, and come on back for difficult questions and answers with Dr. Naita. All right. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm just trying to make sure everything is going well. Okay. It looks like we are all set. So, hey, I have some difficult questions. I do. So, going to just jump right in. Okay. So, let's look at question number one. Question number one is I want to go back to school, but I don't even know where to start. I get it. I understand. And there are just so many different options to choose from. You see all these commercials on television and you just don't know where exactly, where do I start? What do I do? Well, I'm going to share my screen real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up because I did share some of this last week. And so last week, if you didn't get a chance to see it, you can scroll through Facebook and, on my page, or you can just find me on YouTube and you will be able to see the presentation from last week. But the bottom line is this: there are different pathways that you can take to pursue education. For some, trade school is more than enough. Trade school is all that a person may need because they are just trying to develop a skill so that they can get straight into the workplace. But I'm going to recommend right here that you start at a community college because a community college can help you determine exactly where you're trying to go and what you need to get there. Even if you plan on going to a university, going to a community college to speak with an academic advisor is a wonderful way just to create a path. I'm not saying attend the community college. You can if you want. That would be a great choice. But I am saying that they have tools and assessments that are available that will help you determine the right path for you. So just to kind of break it down just a little bit, in general, in America, we have public and private colleges and universities. That's generally where students go to earn their 4-year degrees. You can also stay and earn a master's degree and a doctorate degree. But then, of course, there's the community college. And at the community college, generally, you earn those first 2 years of a 4-year degree. There are community colleges nowadays that offer the 4-year degree or the bachelor's degree, but it's definitely cost effective. It's less expensive than a private or public university or college. And you can develop the skills that you need to transfer to the university. In addition to that, the community college offers all kind of workforce education and career and technical certificates. This is the coursework that you need to earn a certificate or certification in a particular field and go and get a job. You have the credentials to get a job. getting a workforce education or a career technical certificate is the credentials that you need to transfer directly into a lot of these high paying, high demand careers that are now available. And again, community colleges will be more, I can't even speak, will be even more cost effective than any other educational platform. Well, maybe you're not at the college level yet. Maybe you never finished high school. That's okay. A community college is a great place to finish your GED. Now, not all community colleges across America offer GED programs. So if they don't, then you would start with the school board, the local public school system school board, and ask them, how do I finish my high school diploma or my GED? And they will navigate, they will help you. And then, of course, again, there are the trade programs. And those are some of the ones that you see on television. And, they'll give you the credentials or the certification that you need so that you can move directly into these high paying, high demand positions. However, they're generally a lot more expensive. They'll get you in and they'll get you through the program, which is great, but they are generally more expensive. Therefore, you'll end up assuming a lot of student loans or debt, and you'll have to pay that money back in the end. But these are some of the platforms that and pathways that you can take to get started. So the bottom line is kudos to you. Congratulations that you've decided, look, I want to do better. Kudos to you. That is awesome. Now, where do you go? I'm going to suggest that you contact your local community college and say, look, I don't even know what I want. I don't even know where to start. And I promise they have assessments to gauge your interests, your passions, your skill sets, and they can get you on the path to the right program. So that's a great question. Thank you for sharing that question. All right, question number 2. I have no resources, but I want to go back to school. You know what? This is the best time to be without resources. And why do I say that? Because there's so much COVID and stimulus money in the school system, in the K-16, meaning college, all from kindergarten to college. There is so much funding that's available right now that this is a great time to go back to school. This is a wonderful time to go back to school. So again, it starts with selecting a school that you want to attend. I don't know. I want to go to a university. I want to go to a community college. I don't know. Go back to what I just said with step 1 and figure out which pathway you want to you want to go in, and then from there they can help you identify the financial resources that are available. But there's all kind of aid out there. I hear students tell me all the time that, oh, my parents make too much money, so I can't get financial aid, and they don't have enough money to send me to school. That's okay. Apply anyway. Apply. The website is fasfa.ed.gov. Go ahead and apply. You won't get anything if you never apply. So this is the tool that schools, public institutions use to award financial aid, federal financial aid, state aid. If you're an athlete or you're, and receiving an academic scholarship, you still have to have a FAFSA on file. So all students must complete the financial aid application, the federal aid, the free federal aid assistance, student assistance program, which is financial aid. And all students have to complete it. You have to complete the application. You complete the application, and it opens the door so that you can receive federal aid or state aid, institutional aid, whatever the school has that they're offering. All of these are the pathways. They all come through the federal financial aid. So apply there. All right. Question number 3. What is question number 3? This is the worst school year of my child's life. Online learning did not work for my student. Should I hold them back a year? Whew. Now that is a difficult question. It truly is. And there are so many variables that, go into, making that decision. That is a tough decision for any family. And I'm going to, I wish the person was here so that I could ask them, but I would look first at the student's math and language arts grades because those are the foundational courses. Those are the linear courses, meaning they build each year, okay, on top of each other. So those are the classes that I would look at. And those are the ones that I would use to determine whether or not I would hold a child back. It's that math and that language arts. If they're not succeeding in the math and they're not succeeding in the language arts, then maybe this is something, holding the student back may be something you should really consider. However, if they didn't do well in science and they didn't do well in social studies, but they maintain, a passing grade in language arts and math, then I would say work during the summer. Take a break, first of all. Take a break. Matter of fact, let's just start that question all over again. Take a break. Take a breather. The whole family has been stressed out this year. If this was your child's worst semester, then chances are it was the whole family's worst semester. Worst year. You all have just struggled. So take a break. Take a break. No homework, no work. Don't stress about it. Don't talk about it. Just give yourself a break for at least a month. Okay. And then after that, again, start looking at those math grades, look at those language arts grades, and then do some strengthening activities throughout the summer. Now, there are some online services that are available. Now, I know there are some organizations that you can go and they will test your student, and then they're going to say that your student is 9 years behind because they want you to buy their program or utilize their program longer. Be careful. Just be careful. There are some free services and some low-cost, effective services online. For one is Khan Academy. Khan Academy is a great resource for students, and it goes from elementary school all the way through college. All kind of resources and activities. Is free of charge. You can monitor your students' progress, something that they can start doing in July. Give them a break. Give them a break. All of you need a break. Go do something. Have fun. Do something that will help build your students' confidence before you start back doing some academic activities this summer. But Khan Academy is free. The resources, when you go through, you'll see everything it all lines up. And it is a wonderful resource. Another resource that has a small price, and it's a small price when you consider this is your child's future, and that's iexcel.com. iExcel is another wonderful platform, educational platform, and it goes from, I believe, all the way from kindergarten all the way through college level subjects. And you can buy a package by the month. Some of the packages are as low as $9.95 a month. And that first month, if you don't like it, they'll give you your money back. So iExcel is a great summer resource that your students, you can use it year round, but it's a great summer resource to help strengthen your student who had a rough year in the virtual learning environments, or just, being back in school during the midst of a pandemic. This has been a year to remember. So iexcel.com, again, they have multiple packages, they have multiple subjects, and I think like the most expensive package is $19.95 a month. But it is a great tool, easy to use, great interaction. We use it at the college level, we use it at the adult education level. So it is a wonderful resource. I definitely, again, recommend Khan Academy. All right, those are some good questions. I have another. but I needed to take a little break. All righty, let's look at this question. Oh, I missed four. Four was pretty much just like three, but this time four said, my child received passing grades this year in the virtual classroom, but I know she didn't learn too much. Should I let her continue to the next grade? Absolutely. Build her confidence during the summer. Give her a break. Don't think about school. Let them just relax. Go plant a garden. Go do something fun, relaxing for at least a month. And then maybe sometime in July, start with Khan Academy or IXL to just strengthen some areas and possibly even get ahead for the next school year. All right, question number 5. Woo! Now this one, we turned in the corner. This one says, I've experienced sexual abuse by men, and now all of my college instructors are men. I freeze and I panic. What can I do to succeed? Whew. Now that one is intense. And I hear this young person's pain. So my recommendation is going to be to make sure that you are taking care of your mental health. So that means that I don't know where you are in your counseling, in your sexual abuse counseling, whether you started, whether you have not, but I'm definitely going to recommend that you are in counseling. You still have some sore spots emotionally that need to heal. There are strategies you need to learn to deal with your anxiety, and a mental health counselor can help you. So maybe you don't know where to call, who to call, where to get started. I would recommend contacting the National Rape Crisis Hotline. And from there, they will direct you where you can go to receive services in your state or in your area. But that's a deep question, and that is a very real issue for students, for some students who've experienced trauma like this. But there is help. There is help for you, and you can get through this. And again, there are strategies that you can learn that a mental health counselor can help you develop so that you can identify your triggers and manage the anxiety when it comes. And, so that it won't overtake you and it won't rob you of your future and it won't deny your opportunity to accomplish your academic dreams and your academic goals. You can and you will get through this. So please reach out to counseling, get the help that you need so that you can move forward. There is help for you and you can get through this. All right, that was a deep question. All righty, let's go on. Number 6. Okay, should I take my child out of public school and put them in private school? You know what? That could be a whole show. That could be an entire show all by itself. Because there's so many things that I think families need to look at, why? Why are you trying to pull your student out of public education? Why? What is your real reason for this? Check your motives. So that's my thing first and foremost. Check your motives. What is the motive? What is your reason behind wanting to pull your student out of public school and put them in private school? There are wonderful public schools throughout the nation. There are incredible teachers, public school teachers throughout the nation. And just because a student is in a private school does not mean they're going to get a better education. Just because you paid for it doesn't mean that it's any better than an education that a student received at a public school. It isn't written. It doesn't just mean, it doesn't guarantee that. Not all public schools and not all private schools are the same, and they're not all equal. And that is the honest to goodness truth. All private schools are not equal. So I think first families should explore what is my reason for putting my student in private school. Um, there are a lot of things. There's so many. This is a whole topic. Okay, this is a whole show. But definitely looking at your motives for it is this, because the last thing you want to do is um, in assume this financial responsibility and put them in this school all because you want bragging rights. Okay, oh well, my child attends. Da, 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 da. Okay, you want to make sure your students are in a school where they are valued, where they are appreciated, where they are protected, and where they are educated and given an opportunity to grow. And there are many public schools that do just that. You don't have to go to a private school to do that. Now, people will say, oh, but your kids went to private school. Yeah, my school kids went from kindergarten to eighth grade in public school, and then ninth through 12th we did private. So we did a mixture. So don't, you can't hold that one against me. We did a mixture. And if I had to do it again, I'd do it the exact same way. If I had to do it again. So again, that may be a whole show, but I think it begins with, examining your reasons for doing it, and then examining the schools, examining, when I'm saying the private schools, examining, really how, and asking other kids who look like your kids, how do they feel attending this school? And, what is the climate of that school? And all private schools are not warm and friendly. Trust me, they're not. So you definitely I'll do a show on that. How about that? I'll just do a show on that one, because that's a huge question. Public school versus private school. So yeah, let's do a show on that. We'll put this one in the parking lot, and we'll do a show on that one. All righty. Question number 7. Actually, this is our last question of the day. Do I have, and this one's not even hard. Do I have to have a college degree to succeed in life? No, you do not. Okay. And just because you have a college degree does not mean you will succeed in life. Okay. It's still up to you. The college degree may open doors for you, but it's up to you to go through that door and to do what you need to do so that you can excel. A college degree is not required. Education is required, but not necessarily a college degree. So when I say education, what do you mean education if I don't need a degree? Because you could be excellent at, right here in Florida, with heating, ventilation, and AC. You don't need a degree for that. You need the training. So you may not need a degree for something, but you need the training. You may need a certification. So this is why I say education is needed to be successful, but a college degree is not. But it depends on your career industry, because you're not going to walk into a hospital and go operate on a patient if you do not have the proper education, degree, and credentials. And that's period. Some career fields require a degree. Not all profitable career fields require a college degree, but they require some type of training, some type of educational background. So, yes, education is needed, absolutely. Absolutely. Can't even speak. But a degree is not always necessary. All right. Well, that's it. That's my show for tonight. That we had a few tough questions. Woo. I hope that that was encouraging, informational, and that we're tapping into the resources that are available, and that those as we wrap up a school year, a K-12 school year, for some people it was great. For others, it was just probably one of the worst experiences ever. And I don't say that lightly. I really don't. But at this point, it's over. It's over. Those who did not do well, parents, the greatest thing that we can teach them is how to get up, how to get up after a setback. This week, I think it was last week, I was speaking for a group of young professionals. And after the presentation, we were in the Q&A session, and someone asked me, what would I tell my younger self? And I would tell my younger self, get up, just get up. All that feeling sorry for myself and moping and replaying and rehashing what happened, what he said, what she said, and how I felt. Man, shake it off, get up, wash your face, comb your hair, and greet another day. And that's what we need to teach our students. Teach them, get up. If you didn't succeed this year, it is what it is. We're going to do better next year, but there's some steps we're going to take over the summer so that we'll be more successful next year, and keep it moving. So that's it. That's my show for today. So I'm going to close out tonight with my my new, Fight to Smile campaign that I just launched last week. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to share it now, and you all have a wonderful evening. Good night. All righty. Good night.